Hey y'all, it's Nancy the Handy Scandy here for Imagine Crafts. Thanks for joining me. Today I am going to create a couple variations on an Easter themed display by making these little Easter egg rings. Now it's very simple. This is very much a beginner project, but you can bump it up to whatever level you want to bump it up to. So I am using these basic little strips of paper. They're cardstock. These are cut at about 1.5 inches by 5.5, but you can make them whatever height and whatever length will fit the eggs that you're going to use. Now you can see that I'm just running them through my small little die cut, and I have this grass edger. It's a wavy one, it's kind of hilly. I thought that would add some fun character. Now you can use whatever kind of edger die that you want, or you don't have to use a die at all. You can leave them straight. You can leave a flat edge. But I'm thinking you could use a pinked edge, you could use a scalloped edge, maybe even a floral, whatever you want. Really, the sky's the limit. This is adaptable to pretty much anything. Now for these particular dies, I ended up pulling off my excess, and I will cut off a little bit of the excess on the ends as well. And I'm coming in with this stencil. Now this stencil is from Lavinia. It's called Orbs, and I'm using a variety of greens in VersaFine Clair just to do some simple ink blending on all of my strips. And then of course I do some ink blending on the edges just to kind of deepen and darken it, because I'm a grungy kind of girl. And I didn't go incredibly grungy on these, but I had to get a little bit of ink blending in there. But you can truly adapt it however you want to. And you can use whatever colors you want. You could use white cardstock and do a variety of things. You can stamp, you can use embossing folders, whatever you want to do to make your rings. Sky is the limit, guys, truly. And I am using my on point glue to adhere my ends together to create my rings. Now I am using they're not double-sided, they're reverse tweezers to hold my rings together, but really the glue adheres so quickly, you really don't have to. Like, you just hold it together for a second or two and it's really adhered. Let me say, if your cardstock gets little creases and folds like those top two on my screen right there, don't sweat that, because by the time you get your little faux grasses in there that you'll see at the end, and you get your eggs down in there, it will really pop back out to a circle shape. Now here I have bunnies. They are from Tim Holtz. They're stamped out in VersaFine Clair Nocturn, and I set mine aside for a couple hours to make sure that they dried completely. Now you can blot the excess ink up with a piece of cardstock or tissue, or you can hit your stamped images with your heat tool, or you can heat emboss in clear or in whatever color you choose. Make sure that it's dry so that you don't smear your inks as you paint. And I am painting with the Brilliance ink in the color Pearlescent Orchid. This is kind of a purpley pink, and I thought that would just be really fun for the ears and the noses. And this is very, very simple. Remember, I said it was a beginner project. Now you can use any image. It doesn't have to be bunnies. If you choose bunnies, it can be any size, it can be any style. The sky is the limit, and you go with what pleases your heart, right? Whatever will work with your decor and however you want it to look. Again, simple painting here using the ink. Just sprayed it with a little bit of water. I went in with one coat, just kind of like an undercoat really. And then I went in with another coat just to kind of add some depth down at the corners of the ears and the base of the nose. And now everybody gets green eyes. If you don't know me by now, I have green eyes, and whenever I do an image, they all get green eyes. This is in Versamagic in the color Tea Leaves. Now this black is also Versamagic, and it's the Midnight Black. And again, with the green, with the pink, with the black, just dab all of them out onto my work surface and spray with a little bit of water just to make it paintable, so that the viscosity is very thin and paintable. Now you can see that I'm using just a wash of the black, and it really is just a gray. When you add enough water to black, it becomes gray. And just a wash over everything. Now you can be more detailed, and on some of them I am. On some of them I go around the ears and the nose. But there's really no need, at least not for my project. Now, again, you bump it up to whatever level you want. All of these bunnies, I did some fussy cutting. I love fussy cutting. Not everybody does. I understand that. So if your image has dies, use the dies to cut them out. You know, again, adapt it to whatever you want it to look like. Now here are two different variations so far on this particular display. Here's a third, and I feel like it could be really cute with shabby chic or grungy or cartoony or even elegant. Again, you name it, whatever your decor, whatever your style, it can work. This is the final one. This one I really wasn't going to show because it was really hard to picture, but I really wanted just to show you another option. You know, it was really tall with a tiered tray, and I think it's really fun. But guys, you let me know what you think. Do you have a favorite? Is this something you might do? I don't know. Drop me a comment downstairs. I'd love to chat with you about it down there. In the meantime, go ahead and like, subscribe, meet us on all the other social media outlets, and until next time, guys, this has been Nancy, the Handy Scandy for Imagine Crafts. I appreciate you spending some time with me today, and until next time, mwah, I'm out.